Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. Today's topic is exciting for me. I get asked all the time, T, how do you just keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny? You hop on planes, you hop in cars, you're running all the time, you're doing all these things. How do you keep that momentum? And I say, one of the things that I'm very good at is protecting my flame. Whatever you do, today's topic is don't skip the process of protecting your flame. The first thing you got to do if you want to protect your flame is you've got to know that you have to guard your fuel sources. Your flame, it's your passion or your purpose or your drive. It's your God given spark. It's that thing that's in you that makes you want to go. But like any fire, it has to be protected. I am fascinated by fire, y'all. I literally sat out last night, which is what gave me the inspiration for this talk, and did my last, what probably is my last fire outside on my patio for the season. I love to watch fire burn. I love to see the sparks. And so there are three parts to protecting your flame. The first one is you got to guard your fuel source. Every flame needs fuel. Your life is the same way. The people you listen to, the podcasts you catch, the things that get you going in the morning. I listen to Good Word in the morning. I go on and there's some people that I follow in the morning, starting at like 4. I just start listening to some of their broadcasts on YouTube. I love Good Word. So your environment, things that you listen to, the things that you sit in, the words that you speak over yourself, those are fuel sources. Some people fuel your fire. But be clear, some folks drain your fuel. Some environments breathe oxygen into you, and others suffocate you. Protecting your flame means being intentional about what you let feed your spirit. I ask myself all the time, is what happening, is this person, is this situation, is it fueling me or is it draining me? And if it's draining me, I choose accordingly. I let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You cannot keep your flame bright if you're feeding from empty, toxic, unhealthy spaces. There, I said it. Good morning, Alana. Good morning, Pastor James. I said it. You cannot keep it going if you are allowing toxicity to be the thing that drains you. So you've got to guard your fuel source. The second thing that you have to do is you have to shield your flame from the winds. Can I be real honest and real transparent? Winds are going to come. Hard times in life. You've got kids, they become wind sometimes. People that you are connected to become wind sometimes. Sometimes your source for income or your resource, which is your income source, is the thing that becomes the wind that comes along and literally threatens to put out your flame. But even the strongest flame, if we're clear, can be blown out by a strong wind. So winds come in many forms: criticism, comparison, unexpected setbacks, disappointment, and even sometimes when you start to intentionally doubt yourself. You don't protect your flame by pretending that the winds don't exist. Yo, we live in fogs. I never delude myself. I am fully aware of all that could go wrong, but I'm also fully aware who's in control. So it never ever gets the best of me. One of the things that you do to shield yourself from the wind is you shield yourself with a shield. For some, and for me, the shield that I use to keep my flame going is prayer. For other people, it's creating healthy boundaries. For many, it's sitting in silence and silencing the noise that's in your head and tuning in to what God says about you. Yeah, I practice something which is a spiritual practice called, it's one of the spiritual disciplines called silence and solitude. Sometimes I can't hear God because there's too many competing things: social media, my friends, my family, TV, music. Sometimes I just need to sit and seclude myself and sit in silence so that I can clearly hear the voice of God. That's how I protect and I shield my flame from the fires. I lean in, I shield my flame, and it keeps burning. And the third thing that you have to do is you have to keep tending to the fire daily. Notice I said, good morning, Miss Brown. Good morning. Notice I said you have to keep tending the fire daily. Last night when I was sitting on my patio, and every time I thought the fire was about to go out, I had this little poker and I would poke it so that the embers would be stirred up and it would keep the flame going. Because I told you I'm fascinated by fire. No, I'm not a pyromaniac, but I do like to watch fire. And so I like to sit for long periods of time. And last night I was sitting and I was just spending some time with God on my patio, quietly watching the flames. But you have to make sure that you're paying attention. Flames go out from neglect, not just from attack. We often burn out because we're doing too much, but sometimes it happens because we've stopped doing the things that keep us alive. We've stopped praying. We've stopped resting. We've stopped reflecting. We've stopped practicing with intentionality, joy. We've stopped whatever it is that is our creative juice. We've stopped seeking God. We've stopped purpose-driven action in our lives. Protecting your flame is a daily process. You don't set a fire and walk away. You keep tending it. I don't know if y'all were Girl Scouts. I was a Girl Scout. On my honor, I will try. And so they told us that you don't walk away from a fire for a whole lot of reasons. Because if a wind comes, it can blow the embers and start a forest fire. So you learn those things in Girl Scouts. When wood is needed, you put it on. And sometimes you don't need more wood. Sometimes you need more oxygen. So you just pull back a little bit and you just stir the embers like I did last night. Check in with your soul, because no one else is assigned to your flame but you. It's yours. It's your responsibility, and it's your gift. So today I came by to tell somebody, good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Darlene. I came by to tell somebody to don't skip the process of protecting your flame. First, guard your fuel sources. What are the things that give you life, that fuel you? Shield your flame from the wind. Mine is through prayer and supplication unto God. And next, keep tending your fire daily. Keep stoking it. The thing that brings you life, do that thing. Do that thing. Don't walk away from the fire that is in you, because that's when fire is neglected and has a tendency to go out. So I came to tell someone, whatever you do, don't skip the process of protecting your flame. That flame came from God, and he wants you to protect it and to guard it and to use it to light the paths of other people. That's why you don't want your flame to go out. I'm the amazing T Street, but you already know there's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me. There's not in each and every one of you. So today, stoke the fires, protect your flame. Have an amazing day. Good morning, Ms. Woods.